Hi everyone, we've got a trapezium rule question here linked to integration, and I think this is quite a nice question of its type because we've got the trapezium rule and then it's linked to a challenging kind of integration bit for part B. So this is kind of quite a good question of its type. So it says figure 2 shows the sketch of part of the curve with the equation y equals ln²x². The finite region R shown by the shaded by figure 2 is bound by the curve, the lines with the equation x equals 2 and x equals 4. The table below shows the corresponding values of x and y with the values of y given to 4 decimal places. Use the trapezium rule with all the values in the table to find an estimate for R. Okay, well this is really nice because we're given in the formula booklet the trapezium rule. Now there are two different versions of the trapezium rule. You've either got one version where you have the first number and the last value and then twice all the ones in the middle, or sometimes you see it written with the first value plus 2 times all the one in the middle and then the last value. Okay, so there are two different ways of thinking about the trapezium rule. But don't be, so if you, for example, have learned that way from a textbook and then you see something like that, don't be put off because it just means that that last term has just been written there next to the first term. So let's just go with the formula, the version from the formula booklet. So what have we got here? We have got the area is going to be a half times h. Now h, remember, is the strip width. It's how wide all the strips are. And we can see from the table that it's going up in 0.5s. Okay, so therefore we can say that our strip width is, in this case, 0.5. Okay, so it's going to be 0.5 is our h there. Okay, that's fine. Now, put all the values in from the table. The H0 is 0.4805, and the HN, the last one, is 1.9218. And then we're going to have two lots of all the ones in the middle. So two lots of 0.8396 plus the next one, which is 1.2069 plus 1.5694, like so. Okay, so literally all I've done there is just sub in the half, the h is 0.5, the y0 was that value, the yn was that value, and then twice all the values in the middle of the table. Okay, so when we work all of those out, that turns out to be 2.408525. That's our approximation. Okay, and what does it say? Give it to 3 significant figures. So yeah, if we're going to give that to 3 significant figures, that's going to be 2.41 to 3 significant figures. So that's our approximation, by the way, for the integral between 2 and 4 of ln(x) all squared dx. So that's our answer to part A. So that's quite a nice, really nice 3 marks, just subbing into a formula. Now, part B, this looks fun. What does it say for part B? So it says use algebraic integration to find the exact area for R. So we've got to integrate, ln², which is kind of a nice jolly old thing to be doing. So integrating ln². Okay, it's now time for part B of this question, which is to integrate ln(x²). So we've got to integrate ln(x) all squared dx. And by the way, they could have written it like this. They could have written that as ln²x dx. So if they'd chosen to write it like that, that would mean the same thing. Now let's start off by first of all going back a step and integrating just ln(x) dx. Okay. And there's a little trick for integrating ln(x), and what it is to think of it as ln(x) times by 1, and we're going to use integration by parts. Now you might remember that we have this little acronym, U can be late, for when we're integrating a log. So using integration by parts. So the L stands for logs, the A stands for like algebra type stuff, T stands for trig, and the E stands for the exponentials. And this is our order of prioritization for which we pick to be the U when we're using integration by parts. And we've got a log, so that's top priority, so that has to be the U. So it means that the 1 is going to be the V dashed. Okay, So therefore our u dashed is going to be 1 over x and our v is going to be x. Okay. So now we're ready to use the integration by parts formula. And the good news is we're given integration by parts formula in the formula booklet. It's uv dashed is uv minus the integral of vu dashed. Okay, perfect. So let's write that down. So the integral of u v dashed is uv minus the integral of vu dashed. So therefore, in this case, our integral of ln(x) dx is going to be u times v, which is going to be x times by v, which remember is ln(x). X times by, sorry, it's going to be v, which is x, times by u, which is ln(x). So we end up with uv is x ln(x) minus the integral of vu dashed. And v is x and u dashed is 1 over x. So we end up with x ln(x) minus the integral of 1 dx, which is x ln(x) minus x at c. Okay, so that's our result for our integral of ln(x). Let's park that result there for a moment. And what we're going to do now is let's turn our attention to integrating ln(x) all squared. And ln(x) all squared is the same as integrating ln(x) times by ln(x). Okay, so we got to use integration by parts again here for this. Okay, so that means that we're going to use u is going to be ln(x) and v dashed is going to be ln(x). So that means that u dashed is going to be 1 over x, and v, this is where we can now bring in the result that we did a moment ago. So we can say that v is therefore equal to x ln(x) minus x. Okay, so using the result from before, v is x ln(x) minus x. Okay, if I was doing this, I think I would probably do that integral of x ln(x) there as a little side note, just so I can see that I've definitely got it there. Okay, so we're going to sub in now to the formula. So the integral of ln(x) all squared is going to be u times v minus the integral of vu dashed. So u times v is going to be x ln(x) minus x, that's our v, times by our u, which is ln(x). So we have x ln(x) minus x times by ln(x minus the integral of v, which is ln(x), x ln(x) minus x, times by our u dashed, and our u dashed is 1 over x. So that whole thing gets times by 1 over x there. Let's simplify that a little bit. So that is now x ln² x minus x ln x minus, now notice here, the x ln x minus x, that 1 over x is going to cancel, so that's going to give us just ln x minus 1 there, okay? Because those x's cancel with that x there, dx. Now we can insert the result from before. The integral of ln x is x ln x minus x. So that is x ln x minus x. And then minus 1 is going to integrate into minus x. So we've got x ln² x minus x ln x. Okay, minus x ln x. So let's now remove the brackets and collect like terms. So we've got x ln² x minus 2 lots of x ln x. So one from there and one from there. This is going to be minus 2x. And then 2 minuses come together to make a plus. So that is going to be plus 2x there. Okay, so that's our result for our integral of our ln². It is x ln² x minus 2 lots of x ln x plus 2x. So far so good. Now we're finding this in between the limits of 2 and 4. Okay, so that's why we don't need a c. So let's put in our limits of 2 and 4. So we're finding this whole thing in between the limits of 2 and 4. So I guess, you know, we could put here like 4 and 2 there and say that it's between 2 and 4, etc. So let's sub this in now. I might start a fresh piece of paper for this one. This is a long one, this one. It's a good question. I like this question. I think it's quite a nice nice question of its type, although it's harder than most of the questions that follow on this paper, to be fair. Okay, so now let's put these limits in and see what we get. Okay, so we're going to have 4 ln²4 minus 2 times 4 ln4 plus 2 times 4. Okay, and we're going to take away from that, it's going to be 2 ln²2 minus 2 times 2 ln2 plus 2 times 2, which is going to be 4. Now, to avoid confusion, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this bit here actually. Remember that this bit means 4, and it's going to be ln of 4 all squared, like that. Okay, so 4 ln4 squared, because that's going to be crucial. In fact, let's reimagine how we're going to think about this one. Okay, so because ultimately we're aiming for a format where it's going to be like ln2. Okay, so that's what it needs to be. So right, let's have a look. So we're going to have 4 ln2 squared. So I'm just rewriting ln4 as being 2 squared. Okay, I'm then going to use the power law to bring that 2 to the front. So I'm going to have 4 times by 2 ln2 squared, which is going to be 4 times by 2 squared times ln2 squared, which is going to be 4 times 4, so that is actually going to be 16 ln2 squared. Okay, so really, be very, very careful there. I think it'd be super easy to make a mistake. So we've basically rewritten ln²4 as ln4 of all squared. Because we're aiming for a final version with ln2, I've rewritten 4 as being 2 squared. I've used the power law to bring the 2 to the front, and then the laws of indices means that goes to 2 squared times by ln2 all squared, which is going to be 4 times 4, which is going to be 16. Okay, now let's look at the other terms. I don't think the other terms are too bad. 2 times 4 is 8, and ln of 4 is going to be ln of 2 squared. So we can use the power law to bring that one to the front. So that goes to minus 16 ln 2. Okay, and then we've got plus 8 there and plus 8 there. So I think that one's simplified actually now. So let's write that down here. So that is minus 16 ln 2 plus 8. Okay, good. Now, what have we got over here? So we've got minus 2 lots of ln² 2, and I don't think we need to do anything to that one. Minus 2 lots of ln² 2. Got to remember to change the sign. A minus and minus is going to make a plus, and that's going to be plus 4 ln2. So that's that one there, and that's that one there. And then we've got a minus and a plus makes a minus. That's going to be minus 4. So let's collect our like terms now. So plus 8 minus 4 is going to be plus 4. 16 ln2 all squared, take away 2 ln2 all squared is going to be 14. So 16 take away 2 is going to be 14 of ln2 all squared. Because remember, this here, ln² 2 is another way of writing ln2 squared. So I've got plus 14 there. And then what have we got here? Minus 16 ln2 add 4 is going to be minus 12. So that is going to be minus 12 ln2. And there we go. That is our final answer. 14 ln2 all squared minus 12 ln2 plus 4. So I think that was a very, very, very useful question. And I hope you found that helpful. If you're finding these videos useful, do remember to like and subscribe to the channel. That's going to help me keep on making more videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.